I would tell you what today is, but I accidentally left my phone in my pocket. And who keeps track of days without their phone anymore? I don't know. Half the time I don't know what's going on anymore. Today is August 21st. I got my painting clothes on again because I've been painting every day, every evening for the past week and a half, and I will continue to keep painting until the construction part of my office is finished. It's a little bit drizzly outside. It's cloudy. It wasn't calling for rain today, and I had this whole setup, and then it started to drizzle, and I said, nope, my bees won't like that, so I'm gonna wait until it's done drizzling. It is 68 degrees outside, and as I said, cloudy. Humidity is 81%. Honestly, guys, this weather, chef's kiss. After the summer we've been having and the heat, working bees, I could do cloudy 70-degree days every day, all day. I love this. So yeah, this is good stuff. We are entering into fall, and I'm all about it. I'm about it. We're not doing too much. In fact, I have decided that I'm not even gonna go into Miss Lee, Carol, or Mimi's hive today. I think it's been maybe a little over 2 weeks since I've been in these colonies. Here's the plan though. They look like they're operating just fine. From the outside, I see pollen coming in. Last time I went in and I looked at the space they had, they were still working on frames. Working on frames is slowing down this time of year. They don't have as much resources. Hello, butterfly. Hi. Hello, butterfly. So they're not going to be building out as much. So I'm not in a rush to be like, oh my gosh, they're going to run out of space. I need to give them more room. They're just not building right now. We're nearing the end of summer. And although I have planted pollinator areas and they seem to have liked those areas, it's just not the time for building right now. So they're doing other things with their time. So I'm not gonna rush for them. From the outside, nobody seems sick. Everybody's looking good. So I'm not going to disturb them. I don't have a good reason to go into their colony, even though it's been some time, and I'm just gonna let them ride it out. That being said, for Sharon, we have some issues. And for Renee, we have some issues. These issues need to be addressed, and soon, because we're almost in September at this point. Sharon's issues I'm gonna deal with right now. This is why I'm coming down here. Sharon, while I can leave the strips and the other ones for the full 56 days, they're kind of chewing on them, the OA strips, they're doing their thing with them. Sharon, on the other hand, she doesn't believe in strips. When Sharon has something in her colony, she doesn't just chew it. She chews it to fine powder. It's like flour. You could bake cookies with it. I would not recommend baking cookies with flour OA strip material. But anyways, they have decided to make flour out of their OA strips. Because of that, they have filled up the trays underneath of that. And I don't want that to be a point, again, for the small hive beetles to gain a foothold. So I'm gonna deal with that. The other problem with Sharon's hive is that blocking up the gap in their oil tray door did not work. There were still bees dying in the oil trays. That one got me. So with my husband down here, we took a flashlight and really examined from underneath the oil tray screen, the screen bottom board, and I suspect I did find the hole where I believe the bees might be getting through and down into the oil trays. I've been thinking about it. I wasn't sure what I wanted to fill that hole with But I think to start with, what I'm gonna do is just scrape off some propolis while it's still gummy and try and see if I can block the hole with the propolis that they already have in there. It's natural, it's not like wood glue or anything, and I'm not worried about them chewing any sort of chemicals. It's something that they take in themselves. It's natural to their hive. So I'm gonna fix that hole with propolis, and hopefully I don't give them, any ideas to continue to propolize the screen bottom board, because that would be a problem. We don't want that. I don't want to give little nooks and crannies to small hive beetles if they decide to propolize up the screen bottom board. That would not be good. So we're gonna do that for her. We're gonna take out the strips, we're gonna plug the hole, and we're going to clean out her oil trays for the 3rd time this summer. For 3rd time in like 2 months or something, which is ridiculous. She did the same thing when I did a paper combine. They didn't just chew holes through the paper to combine. No, they made flour, like little, like powder out of the paper, out of the newspaper. So I'm not surprised. This must be just an MO for Sharon. On to the next hive. The other hive that I will be dealing with today is Renee. Renee is still getting sick bees. It seems to only come to fruition, come to light in the evening. They come out of the hive around like 4:30 onward into the evening with sick bees just pooping everywhere on the slate, on the like underneath of the door. David came over and he took a look at that hive with me and really couldn't see anything within the hive that was really standing out. It was mentioned that it could possibly be trachea mites. And all colonies, I think it was told me that all colonies, as well as varroa mites, all colonies have a certain percentage probably of trachea mites, but they seem to manage it okay or something. But apparently Renee is not able to do that right now. I have Formic Pro. It's following me. And Formic does, hello, Mrs. B. Formic does actually handle trachea mites. It will knock out varroa mites as well as trachea mites. So I got on David's calendar. He's a busy guy, but good friend. He's gonna come over this evening, and since I've never used Formic Pro before, he's gonna help me. It should be just easy to slap the strips on there, but I would really rather have him come, being that this is not a vertical hive, this is a horizontal hive, and we'll be kind of diagnosing it in that direction, how much frames of bees we have, how much brood we have, how much strips we need to use, and in what the dosage and how much, because you can do 2 different dosage. You can leave it in there for 10 days, come back and put another strip in. So I need that kind of information from David's mind. So he's gonna come out and help me with that this evening. So that's something we're gonna do this evening. But right now, we're gonna focus on Sharon. All the other girls are chewing on their strips, just not, like Sharon is dedicated. Sharon is dedicated. So we're gonna leave the strips in their hives, go into the full 56 days, and we're gonna pull out Sharon's strips. It's not really early. You can leave them, I believe, it's 42 days to 56 days, and we are past the 42 days, so it's not technically early. I'm just taking them out, whatever's left at least. Ugh, European hornets, man. I got freaking European hornets again. Eating my bees. Jerks. Anyways, in the evening, sometimes I come down here with, if I'm not painting, or I have a second between paintings, I'll come back here with a butterfly net and swoop up European hornets and just stomp on them. But anyways, Dad, let's get this started. Let's get this done in case it starts drizzling again. let's jump in. All right, Sharon, Bobaron. Sharon, Bobaron, Banana Manna, Faux Farron, Fee Fi Faux Marin. Sharon. Alright, they're doing good. It's kind of a wettish day. It misted earlier. I see pollen. There's a lady with pollen. So I see pollen coming in. Yep, there's a lady with light colored pollen. Lady with orange pollen. Doing good. We're gonna give the ladies a little puff of smoke. Let them know I'm coming in. Clear the spider I got right here off. Sorry, thank you. And I hope you catch small hive beetles, but don't want you to get my bees. Alright, open up real easy like. Nothing up here, no ants, no dead bees. Wonderful, love to see that. Love to see that. This is gonna lift super easy. Hello, good morning. I guess it's afternoon now. Good afternoon. All right, anyways, they are all the way here. That's nutty. And I believe, if I remember correctly, the hole is somewhere around here. So I really need to move the frames till I find that hole. It's somewhere around this location, I believe, if I remember correctly. And then we're gonna take the strips out, or what's left of them. Hello, ladies. They are all the way to the edge. Got some small hive beetles in here. I'm loath to break this, the propolis on this follow board, because what I've learned is that the small hive beetles are usually in that crack, and the bees like to jail them, and I don't want to really free them, but I do need space to move frames. So I'm sorry, ladies. I know you guys probably worked really hard if you got small hive beetles in here. Actually, there's not that many. I see one. I see one small hive beetle. I kill it. They're still working on this frame. So they still have space, things that they're working on. Like I said, oh, there's another one. I don't. Alright, so we got a couple. And I just don't think they're going to be building that much. I mean, it eventually might even be a frame that I take out for the winter. We'll assess that later, when we start doing our winter adjustments. I don't want to be in here too long. The ladies, actually, today's a great day for this because it is kind of a gloomy, cloudy day. Most of the ladies, I think, are staying probably home due to it kind of misting this morning. And you're probably not going to have too big of a problem with like robbing or anything. So this is actually a great day to do this. Again, I think the hole is somewhere around here. So I'm going to move probably a few at a time. If I can. Ooh. Maybe I cannot. Oh. So, because it's not sweltering hot, there we go, the propolis is not breaking as easy. And that does not bode well for my plan of shutting up the holes with propolis. I need some pliable propolis to be able to do that. I want to say that the hole that I spotted was under the second tray. Somewhere under the second tray. And I don't know where it came from. It could quite possibly be that I maybe dropped like maybe I dropped my hive tool or something on the screen and it broke. I'm not really sure. Haven't found it yet, but I am over top of the second oil tray, so I think that's where I remember it being. It's kind of about where we're aiming for. Ladies are doing so good. Doing really good. Oh, I see it. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Just for funsies. Let me look at this. Yeah, alright, so in my last inspection, I remember I didn't like the look of this frame. Let me check it for my queen. I didn't like the look, it was this frame in particular, because they had honey, and then for some reason they had a handful of drone comb right here, like drone cells. And on the other side, they had the same thing. It was all worker brood, and then they had like a smattering of drone larvae mixed in among the worker brood, and I didn't like that. But it looks like, ooh, this is an emerging frame. I've got an emerging bee coming out. I don't see, I got a couple of the drone cells. They're up here at the top, about to emerge. Yep. So this is an emerging frame, and it looks like they're kind of backfilling it with honey and pollen, or nectar and pollen. So ladies and dudes are coming out, and then they're backfilling. I don't think I see any eggs or anything. Let me get a flashlight. They have some polished cells. Some of these cells are polished, and they haven't put anything in them. So it does look like they're kind of leaving some of them open. Sorry. But yeah, it looks like it's mostly an emerging frame, and she's not coming down this way, or hasn't come down this way yet, and they're just putting stuff in it. There's a bee coming out. I love seeing that. If this was a better time of year, I would sit down and I would watch that bee. It would say spring. It's working on it, but they're calm. They look very calm. It's probably a little bit cooler for them, but let's see. I see that hole. I'm assuming that's where it is, because if it's not that, I don't know. Let me go get the frame holder and I'll show you. It's more easily seen from actually underneath if you pull the oil trays out. Alright, you see where that bee is right here? This right here, this hole. It's like where the wires, I guess. I don't know whether I, at some point in my inspections, maybe dropped my hive tool or something. It's the only one I really saw from underneath. If I pulled the oil trays out, it was the only thing I really saw. And they could, curious bees could kind of squish themselves through, I guess. It wouldn't be easy, but I guess they could do it. Sorry, ladies. So anyways, yeah, we gotta get that fixed. Sorry, ladies. Here. Boop. Back in you go. Alright, so how about do we have some propolis on this frame that maybe I could scrape off? Let's try and scrape it off the side of this. We don't need much, I don't think. These ones right here have some good propolis. This should be enough. See if I can maybe heat it up. Make it malleable and then sort of stick it in the hole maybe. That sounds weird. Make it real thin. It just needs to cover the wiring. Like a pancake. And then what I might do is just try and bend some of the wiring back into place. Like that. Perfect. And then I'm gonna cover these ladies. Cover these ladies like this. And then hopefully I can do this very quick and not get any bees stuck in this bottom tray while I'm doing this. I don't want there being any extra bees in here. It seems like such a small hole to be having that big of a problem. Oh, I see some ladies flying around. Are you from this colony? Are you from here? Don't be crazy now. Alright, I'm gonna go from underneath, put it into place, smush it up while I smush this one down and sort of pancake them together. I like it. It might be a temporary fix. If this colony ever has issues and they happen to pass away, then I guess I will do a more permanent solution with that. Alright. And I'll just keep an eye on it. Other than that, we're just gonna take out the strips. Alright, let's be fast. Let's be fast in case I don't want to encourage robbing. We're gonna keep this covered. Alright, so here, I don't know, will I be able to pull it off? Nope, I won't. Sorry, small hive beetle. If I'm gonna clean out the oil tray, if I'm gonna clean out the oil trays, then I might as well take out the strips. That's the thought process. So they don't fill it back up. They're running a little bit. I see brood. Beautiful brood. Woo! And I still see, yeah. Is that drone? Couple of drones. Couple of drone cells. I was told that means it's a healthy colony. We're going into September and they're still making brood. That's a good thing. Alright. Here's what's left of a strip. Still ladies on it, literally chewing it up. Making progress. Oh my gosh. I forgot about that part. All the stuff at the bottom. How am I gonna clean that off? Like that's sitting on top of it's sitting on top of there. Not good. Let me go get my trash bucket. Beautiful, beautiful frames of brood. Just really, really nice frames of brood here. Really loving that. Just sheets of it. Sheets. Well, looks great. Alright, this is where the problem comes into play. Look at this. This is like basically powder. Alright, this strip right here. Perfect. They put a little bit of honey on it. I have to also be conscious of that. They want to keep their brood a certain temperature, so it's a beautiful day for me. And they'll recover just fine, but you don't want to make them too cold for too long. Gosh, the brood is looking great. This is like frames and frames and frames of solid brood on both sides. It's looking good. Worker brood on both sides. They're just looking great. The thing is, to get the strips, I don't really want to leave these outside the hive. Is it possible for me to slide it anymore? Like just utilize the whole... I'm running out of space. Hold on, ladies. Hold on. I really need to just slide the whole thing down. Okay, that's a good chunk. That's a good chunk. Okay, alright, yeah. I could do that. Here, let me cover these ladies back up. I could do that. As long as I can get it in large chunkies. Otherwise, all this like small little powdery bits is not gonna work very well. I think I'm gonna take this hive tool and I'm gonna go wash it. Ladies are looking so good. I love this colony. I love this colony. Alright, hold on. Alright, lots of ladies. I heard the propolis, so I figured there was probably going to be small hive beetles. Okay. Only a couple. They seem to be managing this really good. Freaking love you girls. You're so good. Such good bees. Such good bees. I'm sorry. I'm just coming in here real quick, doing the work, and then I'm gonna get out. Okay, we're gonna take this strip. Okay, this is coming off in weird sections. There we go. I wonder what they'll do with the space now that they kind of have it back. The space underneath of the strip. More brood, just more beautiful brood. It's just laid out so gorgeously. They've done such a good job. Other thing I'm not really happy about for my bees, something to note, you know, I want to note the good and the bad, the ugly. The shredded bits, the flourish type substance, we have to keep in mind that that is made of OA strips, that is cardboard, right? When the cardboard OA stuff is landing in the oil trays, and now it's so built up. She did. Because they chewed it up so much that they actually freed up space to put brood where it would have been underneath of the strips. Okay, sorry, back to the point I was making. The powder stuff is going down. It's made of cardboard, because that's what the strip is made out of. And it's absorbing some of the oil and wicking it back up into the colony. I don't want oil inside of my colony. That's a bad thing. So another reason why I needed to really, which is why I think some of this is coming up clumpy. It's because the powder is sticking together, probably because the oil is being wicked up from the buildup. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Different hive body, different type of things we have to deal with. It's a give and take. Alright, there's still a lot of this strip left. There we go. That's probably the most strip I've seen so far. The most leftover strip. So far. I'm also trying to keep an eye out to make sure that pieces that I'm throwing away don't have my queen on it. We don't want to throw away our queen. She's doing so good. Like, look at the brood she's creating is gorgeous. And look how gentle they are. Like, I just love it. Such good girls. Oh, okay. This one's got a large bit too. Hold on. Hold on, please. This is an emerging frame, and they filled it with pollen. Sorry. One lady decided to try and sting my glove. We got some of the strip kind of stuck here. I didn't chew, and they still got that frame to build on. All right, this is the biggest strip that they didn't quite chew up. So let's pull out this side. Come on. And this side. That's almost a whole strip. They've built some cells on it a little bit. Too funny. Alright, and they still are building out this one. Cool. Now let's put it all back together again. You know what? Since I'm in here, let me check just to make sure I see eggs. And we'll be good. Yep, I see eggs. That's perfect. That was easy. That was super. Look at this though. Look at this. Gosh, this frame. Gorgeous, gorgeous brood pattern. Just a sheet of it, and anywhere that a bee has emerged, there's eggs in it. She's already come through and laid it up again. Look at that. That's a gorgeous sheet of brood. All this empty space right here, it's got eggs in it. So they've emerged, and then she's come back through and laid it up. Good girl. Good girl. How many of these did I slide? Jeez. Oh, this one right here. I don't know. Let's see if we can slide the whole thing, bro. I'd be okay with that. Let's see. Am I strong? I feel like I'm strong. I don't know if I'm that strong. Ugh. Come on, come on, come on. Gotta fight through the propolis. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Alright, we've reached their time limit too, so they're done. I didn't see that many small hive beetles. There were some, but I didn't see that many small hive beetles. We got all the strips out. Everything else that I have to do is now done outside the hive. The oil trays. And we're good. Wow. We did it. We did it. That was awesome. Come on, lady. What are you doing? Fly back in or fly through the front entrance, but you can't stay here. Oh! Do a little prayer and make sure everybody's okay. And whatever emergency they're going on, everyone's okay. Alright, perfect. Alright, now we're just going to deal with the tray issue. And then the rest of whatever we've got to do tonight is going to be on, it's going to be on Renee. So we're going to figure out Renee tonight. Other than that, I'm going to clean out this mess. Let me make some room over here. Now that we've cleaned that out. And hopefully we stop seeing, see, look at this. Yeah, I don't want small hive beetles making nests in that. I just cleaned this out. I cannot believe that. So we are gonna clean this out. We're gonna get this done and put it back, refreshed it, and keep an eye on it. Just see if maybe that was it. Maybe that was it. I'm gonna clean this. I'm gonna clean this up. Look at this, Dad. Look at this. It's an extendable flashlight, which I thought was really cool. And I can actually look under the hive really far down just by extending this thing. Where did I see that hole? Yep, there it is. It's the only thing that I see that's really... I'm hoping that's it. I'm hoping that's the hole that we're missing. All right. So now that that's blocked up, let's clean the oil trays out and stick them back in. And I guess I'll know for sure if I stop seeing bees under there. I hope the propolis was tacky enough. It didn't seem like it was. But I don't know. Might have to keep trying on that. All right, Dad. Back down here with Sharon. I've cleaned out the oil trays. Officially, the oil trays are nice and pretty. I'm gonna put them back in as smoothly as I can. I believe the hole in the screen is somewhere around right here in the middle. Hopefully you can see me. And I'm hoping that even though I'll be sliding this in, I hope that it doesn't scrape it too much. It doesn't seem to. Yeah, it doesn't seem to touch. There still seems to be a small gap underneath of the screen, so that's perfect. So hopefully I didn't knock the propolis off. That's kind of sandwiched on the screen. And even if I did knock the bottom propolis bit off, I'm kind of hoping that means the top bit will still stay there and plug the hole from the bees coming through. Okay, and we're gonna put this one back in. And we should be good. Now let's just keep an eye on it. Make sure we don't get any new bees. We'll just keep doing process of elimination, I guess. If I see any more bees, then I guess I know I still have a hole or some sort of weak point in the screen somewhere. If I don't see any more bees, which I'm hoping that I don't, I ruled out the gap in the oil tray door. I ruled out that hole. So maybe that'll be it. Let's knock on wood. Anyways, I will be back later to deal with Renee when David is here to help me. And Dad, if it's not too awkward while I'm looking at the screen and David's here, just in case, I love you all the time, every day, and I'll see you later. Bye.